Hello, my name's Keith and I have IBS and I'm lactose intolerant. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about IBS, talk a little bit about tips and tricks that I've learned amongst the years, and also I wanted to talk about the best peppermint oil for IBS and IBGard versus CVS's brand. Now, when I first went to the gastroenterologist, he gave me a prescription medicine, which I didn't feel like taking. I'm just not. I usually like trying the natural routes before going with a prescription. And the one that he did recommend for me was IBGard, and there's nothing wrong with it. IBGard is great. It's like a little pill. It has all these tiny little balls of peppermint oil in it, and peppermint oil kind of works just to calm down your intestinal tract. So if you have IBS and you're feeling urgly and gurgly, you know how it feels like when you're getting flare up. Usually for me, that's if I have dairy without a dairy pill, or if I have caffeine with IBS. Now, caffeine is a very big trigger of IBS, and for a long time I thought I could just never have coffee again. I can never have an energy drink again while having IBS, and I was just like, shoot, this is awful. Like, I'm in college, you know, I am working and stuff like that. Like, it's very hard, like when you're tired and stuff like that and you can't have that pick-me-up, you're kind of just screwed, you know. It's either you take a nap, which you can't do in the middle of work, or if you're doing schoolwork, and I'm going for my master's program, so there's definitely a need for me to have caffeine. Now, what did I find is that if I have caffeine and I start feeling IBS and urgling and gurgling and bubbling and stuff like that and pain, whenever I have IBS, whenever I have coffee, whenever I have an energy drink, I take peppermint oil pill and I am a-okay and I can have it. I didn't find that information anywhere online. I just tried it out by myself, and I'm sure somebody else did say it, but I didn't see that information anywhere. So I'm so happy that now I can have caffeine, I can have coffee, I can have an energy drink when I need to pick me up, and now I just know when I have it, I just take one or two of these and it is great. Now, my point that I'm getting to is I wanted to talk about the best peppermint oil for IBS in my opinion. Now, there's IBGard, but it's very expensive. So I looked on Walmart and it is for 48 pills, it's $30. So, you know, if you use two, if you have coffee every morning, you know, you're going to be done in 1 month, and that's $30 a month. That's really expensive. Now, CVS, they have Intestinal Defense, which is like the same thing. It's peppermint oil, and that you get 90 pills for $15 to $20. Like right now I looked it up and it's $20, but sometimes I feel like it's a little bit cheaper in store. And every other week they have a buy one, get one half off. And I always go with this, especially when there's a deal. You could get 180 pills for what, like 35 bucks? Like, that's amazing. Now, in my opinion, I have not seen any difference between the two. I think that these are totally great. They are a lot more reasonable. You get a lot more pills, you know, and if your stomach is really hurting, take two instead of one. It won't hurt you. And this is what I tell everybody. Like, this is great for even if you don't have IBS. Intestinal defense, like if you're feeling inflamed, if you're feeling bloated, if you're feeling like your stomach's hurting and urgling and gurgling, take it. Take the peppermint pill, because it's literally, everybody I give it to, they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to take it. I'm like, it's literally just peppermint oil. It's 100% natural. And if I read the ingredients right now, the ingredients are like gelatin, the outside of it, but the rest is just peppermint oil. This has also ginger in it. Ginger is really good for your stomach. And it also has fennel essential oil. So I'm guessing that's good for you too. I didn't know about the fennel, but I definitely know that ginger, if you're ever drunk, or if you're ever, you have motion sickness, you know, if you take Dramamine, Dramamine is 100% ginger. So that's good for your stomach, or ginger ale, people say, if you have an upset stomach. So the fact that this also has ginger and the peppermint oil, I think these are totally great. I would definitely recommend you to get these. And again, you want caffeine, if you want to try it out, have two of these with your coffee, and I think for me at least it works. Like, I'm able to have coffee again. I'm so thankful, and I definitely would get these over IBGard any day.